How you going, guys? Hope you're all well. I'm just coming back from a trip to town. Went up to do a bit of shopping, and of course I don't like driving the car anymore. It's only a half-hour trip, so I take the bike, and got yakking to a bloke, and it just shows how bloody small the world things are. It's got yakking to a guy. He pulled up on a Honda Transvisit, I think, one of these things, an adventure bike. And turns out he's a motorcycle mechanic from the same town, lives about 200 yards from my place. Bloody small world. But anyway, we got yakking and talking about motorbikes, and we were at the same vintage, you know, this silver, or I call it blonde, this blonde bit in my beard. He was at the same vintage. Really, really nice guy to talk to. Yes, the world has still got some nice people out there. Anyway, we got yakking and talking about riding the bike, and he built a rack for the back of his Honda for motor camping and carrying a couple of panniers on it. Real clever bloke, bloody really clever bloke by the look of it. And I got thinking about, like today I've ridden the bike for a week and a half, 10 days I think it's been. Now I've only been back on the motorbike for 4.5 years, after a 20-something year break. And I haven't been riding because I've had my right hip done, and now my left one's gone. So throwing myself on the bike's been a bit painful. But 10 or 11 days without riding the bike, after you've got bitten by the bug again like I have, it has been far too long since I've got out and got a bit of wind in my whiskers. So I thought I'd come up and do a bit of shopping, but the whole bloody kindred spirit thing with motorcyclists really gets me. Got talking to old mate back there, and I'm sorry, but I've even forgotten his bloody name, but I know his address, so we're going to drop in and I'll scab a cup of coffee off him, and we'll sit down and talk about motorbike. He's got a Ducati in the shed, and he rides that Honda adventure bike as well. But just talking to blokes about, you know, bikes and what we used to do back in the day, and I told him, because years and years ago I bought it was the only side-by-side, like horizontal twin, vertical twin Ducati ever made. It was a Ducati 500, I can't remember the name of it. The biggest, now Ducatis are a nice bike, but this thing was the biggest heap of shit that ever was made. Apparently they haven't got, I was just talking to them about it, and they haven't got cam chain tensioners in them, and have all sorts. I remember mine never went, hit the start button, the bloody thing never went. So I can't remember what I did with that. Should have been a bloody boat anchor is what it should have been. But you realise that, and I really had to get on the bike this morning. I said to the missus said, oh, it's going to rain or something. I was going to give a bugger about a bit of rain. I was going to get back on the bike and just ride into town. And we've said it before, and I'll say it again, that it's wonderful what it does for your bloody, the heart and soul, because old mate was talking to me back there. He said, do you ride back on the dirt? I said, I never ride up on the bloody, I ride up on the bitumen every now and again, but I use the excuse that it's going to wear me tyres down too quick, me knobby tyres down too quick. He said, do you go home on Dry Plains Road? I said, I sure bloody do, which is where I am right now. It takes me an extra 10 or 15 minutes to get home, but I'm on the dirt. Nice compact dirt road, and it just clears your head after a couple of weeks of not riding the bike. It's bloody magnificent. It's not cold today, it's about 14 or 15 degrees I think. went up to get us some bloody meat from the butcher shop and a few groceries. We've got people coming over for tea on Saturday. But yeah, it's amazing what it, after not riding for a couple of weeks, how good it feels. So yeah, I'm going to get hold of old mate down in our little bloody village. Like I said, he only lives just up the street, and yeah, I reckon we might be doing a ride or two. He rides a, like I said, he's got a Ducati, I think he said an 1100 in the shed, and I've still got my big Thunderbird. So yeah, it's always good to know you got another grey-bearded old fart motorcyclist living close by. It's incredible the amount of, I hear a bloke, it might be him that I hear actually, every Sunday morning I hear a big bike start up somewhere in my ears or I prick up. But yeah, so there's another milk run into town. This time I actually got something out of it, got to meet old mate up there and talk about motorbikes, and maybe found myself a new riding partner, who knows. But, yeah, no, it's a ripper day. So anyway, thanks for watching this far on one of my ramblings, and see you soon.